from Greensboro.
Thank you to all the ladies for hosting this event. Often in my past, going through elections, anytime you go to the Republican women, you need to get there early and stay late. Just be careful going home, because lipstick will be all over you. I've already been in trouble for that. Let me start out by saying, first, I'd like to thank my wife for supporting me and being with me today. She's over here, Carrie. Very beautiful young lady, got a lot of energy, and she works hard for me. And today, I'm going to take a little different approach than everybody else. I guess I forgot my notes. I'm going to speak from the heart. This gentleman said, here's my congressman, and I think the world of him. And I voted for him every time I've ever voted. He has done an astounding job, and I'm not here to push him. I'm here to push me. Because I'm going to be his replacement. Make no mistake about it. That it is in my endeavor to go out and to earn your respect and your vote to replace our congressman, because I am of his nature. I have served in an elected seat for 10 years. I'm in my third 4-year term. I've run campaigns, I've stood at podiums, I've spoke, I've taken on the liberal press time and time again. I've stood against, fought, and defeated special interests. Time and time again, I've stood in Guilford County and fought for lower taxes. I've fought for less government and been successful. We've got Democrats that use the word conservative more than the Republican Party in Guilford County. There's a lot to be said for this. In Guilford County alone, being a large county, very liberally oriented when it comes to the political arena, is 7-4. So I'm taking on the battle, and I fought against the minority and have been able to go across the line. I'm not an extreme right-wing Republican. I'm down the middle. I'm a people's candidate. My service for you in Congress will assure you that I will hear what you say. I will carry that message. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it, I will be heard. Don't never think that me as your congressman won't be heard. They'll never set me aside. They'll never disallow me the right to speak, because I too am a constitutionalist, and I will fight for the First Amendment as I have done. Guilford County's board thought at one time, because I spoke freely, that they would have me removed from the board, but shortly thereafter they realized they couldn't do it, because I stood against his special interest. Washington is embedded with special interest. Washington today, I had the privilege Saturday to speak to a unique group. It was probably 800-900 folks there in total, counting their kids. That's what makes it unique. In this crowd of 7, 8, and 9-year-olds playing t-ball. Well, before I spoke, I watched these kids play t-ball, and that's what I spoke about. Ladies and gentlemen, your representatives in Congress today have buried you in debt at the tune of $12.5 trillion. Your kids, your grandkids, especially your grandkids, doesn't that touch your heart? They owe the government $40,000 by the action of the federal government today. Can we stand much more of this? Can we continue on the way we've been? Is it not that we can't go back for once we came and let the people be represented, let them have their government back and take this great nation back to where it belongs, a nation of freedom? We're on our way to being a third world country. We're going to be the only third world country with a Ramada Inn. These people are going to break us at the way they're going. We don't have any jobs. Our jobs was sold out, a curtain was pulled by the real estate industry. They passed a bill to assure that people couldn't afford it could buy a home. We all got so excited that we went to building houses. The curtain has now been lifted because of the bailout. They bought out half the banks, now half of you own the Chevrolet dealership, but you don't get a special deal. Government should not be competing with private entity. They have failed us. They have sold us. We have all been sold to the Chinese government. Ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it, of all these candidates today, I'm the only candidate standing here that has served an elected seat, that has proven himself to fight, that runs and owns a business, that has had to make a payroll, and have struggled through these tough economic times, and have stood and paid my guys while I did without, so they could feed their families. So I suffered with you. And this suffering has got to stop. The only way we're going to heal it is to take our government back, to tell the banks to make loans to people that qualify us, to get our jobs back from the Chinese government. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring it home. Let's bring our military home and let's protect our borders and stop protecting everybody else's and let's reduce the deficit. Brother Billy Allen, the floor.